Welcome back, everyone, to the Layer9.ca production of the 2017 Fresh and Furious. I am the Derby Nerd here with Candy Sass. Candy Sass, our paths have crossed many, many times over the years, but we've never called a game together. First time on the mics.
And thank you for putting up with me today, Derby Nerd. It's a pleasure to be with you, and it's a pleasure to announce these games. Yeah,
we've had an unbelievable start so far to the tournament. Both of these teams are in the consolation bracket. But of course, because of the new bracket this year that we're using, the 12-team bracket, they both still have an opportunity to win the tournament, but they've kind of got to go the hard way now through, and they have to win the consolation bracket to get a shot. We are watching Windsor Assault in the yellow, featuring members of Detroit Derby Girls versus the Toronto Vipers in the red. And game is underway.
Oh, it looks like the Jammers are fighting hard here.
Slashimi is the jammer, as I can see, for the Vipers.
And number 8, Crowbar, is heading to the back of the pack.
Slashimi is the lead jammer now for the Vipers. Crowbar, though, quickly through on the inside. Slashimi with a nice little toe stop dance at turn 1.
And calls the jam off.
Yeah. Nice job from Slashimi. Slashimi has played in all 3 of the Toronto Vipers games this season, which is the limit of games you can play to be eligible for, I believe so, right? 3 games.
Oh, I didn't know that was true.
Yeah, I think so.
I know you have to be in your first season.
First season.
Correct?
Maybe there isn't a game limit anymore. I don't know. It's changed over the years.
News to me, when I started, we did not have Fresh and Furious. I never got to play.
That's right.
Back in the olden days.
Yeah.
We're old, aren't we?
This is the 7th straight edition, though, of the 6th straight edition of Fresh and the Furious.
It looks like Sherlock did a real number on that jammer for Assault. Number 8 for the Vipers is out on lead, and that's Pancake.
Yes, or a.k.a. Flapjack Tango.
Yes.
Yes.
Flapjack is the real name.
Yeah.
But as you can see by the name on the shirt, it says P-Cake.
P-Cake. They're all flapjacks, aren't they?
I can't believe Pancake got shortened to P-Cake. From now on, number 8 is going to be known as P-Cake.
P-Cake with 4 points on the board. Vipers up early here, 8-0. Skate of Emergency heads to the start line. One of 2 Toronto Junior Roller Derby veterans or graduates on this current Viper squad. The other is FBI on the track right now. So that's a wonderful little bit of history here, seeing 2 Toronto Junior Roller Derby skaters graduating into the senior ranks.
And they're doing really well.
Skate of Emergency now makes a nice little move to the outside and swings her leg around the line, staying in bounds.
See, all that early training pays off.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah, to the box.
Well, interestingly, the other jam ref overruled her own jam ref, but again, we had a good view on that, and it looked like her foot stayed off the ground.
Yeah, well, we're just announcers.
I know, but both the outside...
It looked, yeah.
The outside ref and her own jam ref thought it was legal, and the other jam ref made the call. Interesting. Vonneguts, though, gets an opportunity now as lead jammer to get Assault on the board. Nice hit by FBI.
Who is going to the box.
A low block. Interesting, considering the size difference that FBI was able to get that low.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
We want our blockers to get low. All right, skates back on.
And Vonneguts now in the penalty box, so Power Jam shifts back to the Vipers. Skate of Emergency with a nice footwork again gets by Michelle Saltz and through. And Michelle Spills, excuse me. The Vipers holding that pack now at turn 3. Skate of Emergency makes quick work of the track now, battling her way through, and just great footwork, able to push apart the Assault defense through for the Grand Slam.
They do have a really strong defense, though.
4-on-4 in the pack. Vonneguts now back on the track as well.
Oh, and Skate got through that. Nice.
And seeing the years of experience. That's one thing. You can have as many years of experience as you want as a junior skater. They do not count toward your ineligibility at the senior level. And Skate of Emergency just looking so comfortable out there, smoothly skating by.
Line, even with those blockers there.
Vonnegut's through for 5 as well.
Oh, the jam is called. And what have we got? We still have lead for the Vipers. So 22. Assault got some points, though. Looks like 8 for Assault. 22 to 8.
4.5 minutes in. Of course, we are playing under the WFTDA rule set, but these are mini games, 20-minute games. Each team has 2 timeouts, 4 penalties. We'll see you foul out. And on the outside, for Crowbar gets through for the lead jammer Stadish, but only about 20 feet or so back is Slashimi.
Hot on their heels. Both jammers hitting the pack.
Big hit sends Slashimi down at the front of the pack. Crowbar, meanwhile, trying to get by Regina Gorge, and Blossom does so on the inside.
Some points up for Assault. Oh.
Both jammers putting on points. Puppet Masher with a nice hit, sending Slashimi down.
I really thought it was going to get called there. I thought Crowbar was going to call it.
Oh, Crowbar, yeah. So I was going to say, I thought you meant Puppet Smasher was going to get it. She did get called, though.
Yeah.
For direction of gameplay.
I thought maybe Crowbar would call it when the Viper Jammer hit the pack, but there's a little delay there.
You know, we see those little mistakes here. That's what Fresh and Furious is all about.
Yeah.
Get all those mistakes out of your system. We've seen skating out of bounds penalty as a jammer was calling it off. Again, you want to make those mistakes early in your career so that you don't later on.
Most likely these jammers are waiting to see something from the bench too. They're not too aware of what's going on with the pack.
And some of the benches are very inexperienced as well.
Oh, P-Cake's out.
P-Cake out.
Jammer for Vipers.
P-Cake in her first year actually was a late call-up to the Gorgo Roller Girls this year. Was a late draft pick, so she actually got some Toronto House League experience this season.
Sorry to interrupt you, but the box is looking pretty full. Sherlock just went in, and there's...
The penalty box is becoming a social event this game.
I don't think you noticed, but there was a revolving door happening just there in the penalty box. It's pretty full.
It's continuing. We do have an Assault skater coming out of the box late here. Puppet Masher will head back to the bench, so it'll be 2-1 in the box. 3-2 pack advantage for Windsor. They're still within this game, down 13 now, 7 minutes in. 33-20 is the score. Only 2 on the track for the Vipers.
This should be interesting. Let's see how they block.
Jammer's released. And skate of emergency with nice, using that whole track.
Those 2 blockers shut down that... Who is that? 11. Little Reaper got shut down by 2 blockers there. That was pretty good.
And just skate of emergency's ability to use the whole track and move back and forth. Tries to call it off Little Bo Reaper, though may not have been able to get back on the track. We're waiting. Yes, she did. Points, 3 points.
Yes. I think those were earned, definitely.
Yep.
From my perspective, I saw her get those points.
Yeah, so 3-3 was the jam. A nice steal of 3 for Windsor. Stay within reach. I can see it's going to be Slashimi again. Again, we are stationed here at turn 1, so we don't always get a good view of the jammers before the jam goes underway.
Uh-oh. That looked like a false start. What was that?
The official timeout had been called, and that was mistaken for the start whistle.
Oh.
So Ripple, who powered her way through, will have to reset.
Can't blame Ripple, though.
No.
You hear a whistle, just go.
So we are 12 minutes in, again, or 8 minutes in, 12 minutes to go. This is the consolation bracket. But again, the winner of the consolation bracket, in an interesting twist this year, will advance to the championship game. So it is a pseudo double elimination style tournament. Although, not a true double elimination, because the winning team can advance, an unbeaten team will advance straight to the final, and we will not replay the final if they happen to lose that. So it will be a set bracket Final Four when we get there.
There are no losers today.
There are no losers today.
We're all
They're only winners.
Being here and playing. That's what it's all about.
But only one team gets to raise.
There. It's all about playing.
But only one team will get to raise that cup at the end. All right, we're going to get back underway here.
It looks like a 4-wall in the back there. Am I imagining it?
Yes, 5-on-5 derby. Ripple through lead jammer status for Windsor, but right behind her is Slashimi. And the Vipers, again, doing nice to move into that defensive position at the front of the track, keeping their points ahead of the jammer.
Oh, both jammers hit the pack. Oh, Slashimi's being held back.
Looks like...
Jump through on the inside, go. Oh, somebody's going to the box. What do you see?
Again, some confusion over calls. Refs talking things out. Again, we have a disparity of experience levels in the ref crew as well.
We do have new refs, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's
Absolutely.
a learning experience for everyone.
And so some discussion, but at the end of it, Ripple's going to head to the penalty box. It's going to be a power start. Now, she was able to call it off. So the penalty either happened concurrently with that or just after, but the jam did end, and it's going to be a power jam, and now Pancake, sorry.
P-cake.
P-cake is your lead jammer.
Great.
All 4 defenders on for the power kill for Windsor. Vipers lining up on the inside. P-cake, though, goes out.
Surprisingly took the outside where those blockers were. I thought maybe... that jammer would go on the inside.
Yeah, her offense had lined up nicely. P-Cake took some hits. None the worse for wear, gets through. Does pick up all 5 points. Ripples out of the penalty box. Approaching initial pass, still needs to be completed. Nam Degur, the pivot, leading that defensive trio with sheer block from Toronto.
Very tight defense right now in the back. And looks like P-Cake's going to the penalty box.
Back block call.
Yeah. Another power jam for Windsor. They could use this too.
They could, down by 20 now. Just past the midway point of this game. Nice swarming defense, though, from the Vipers.
Yeah, that jammer's fighting to move that pack. As soon as they can get broken up, Ripple's going to skate out. Nice.
Forearm called on Nitrogena, sends her to the penalty box. Destruction being called on Nam Degur.
Grr.
Grr.
Grr, grr in the box. Grr.
Gina Gorge with a nice exit hit.
Oh, we got both jammers on the track now. Ooh, both in the pack at the same time. And Pancake's out.
Lobo Reaper fell into the jammer. Sherblock, though, with the call on that, so he's in the box along with Nitrogena. So pack advantage here, clear for Windsor.
I have to say that was an interesting jam.
Yeah.
It was kind of all over the place. I don't know who was getting more points. Was it Windsor? Was it Toronto?
Toronto did manage to pick up 9, but I believe there was a scoring pass from Windsor as well. Still waiting to see on that.
That was a good example of how Derby can switch offense, defense, and what makes it exciting in just a few seconds.
And it can cause chaos.
The chaos is the best part.
Timeout has been called. There are those points for Windsor. I knew they were there. 49-30 now is the score, so 5 points scored for Windsor in that last jam. Timeout taken by Toronto. And that gives us an opportunity to quickly thank some of our sponsors. I want to thank my favorite sponsor of Fresh and Furious is Mill Street Brewery.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's favorite.
One of Toronto's great, venerable independent brewers. I don't... maybe not independent anymore, but still...
Originally they were,
yeah,
yes.
One of the OG breweries here in Toronto. It's a big
still
thanks to Mill Street.
Still a landmark, anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Gorschach and Swearwolf are the bench staff for the Toronto Vipers.
And we have Kerosene and Lula on the bench for Windsor Assault. They're having a little powwow now.
And now, Candy Sass, we were talking before this game, you actually never had an opportunity to skate in Fresh and Furious.
No, I did not.
It did not exist when you began.
I skated in the first Fresh Meat program.
Yeah.
That was with TORD. Prior to that, there was no such thing. And what a difference it makes.
Oh, it's really important. I think it's such an important tournament for these skaters just to get an opportunity to skate against other opponents, to get a tournament in. And Evil Mary picking up lead jammer status over Skate of Emergency. And Skate of Emergency being sent to the box on a high block.
Yeah, I just noticed how Skate kind of looked back there like, what's going on?
Oh, and Evil with a nice leap over the apex.
Good slide there.
No, a track cut being called.
You gotta be kidding me. And she doesn't even notice. What?
It was a late call.
There's a lot of photo ops in these. What?
Yeah.
What am I being called? So it looks like Skate's gonna.
And again, it came from the call came from the other jam ref as well. So interesting.
It looks like the pack is waiting.
Or sorry, in this instance, it came from the inside pack ref.
Oh, that was too easy. A nice sweep from the Vipers, and Skate just went up on the inside there. I wish it was that easy whenever I jam. Not that she doesn't skate hard.
Fast, but without contact. That time, weaved her way through the pack, picked up the Grand Slam. And Skate very quickly back around again, coming out of the penalty box. Sneaking through is the Windsor jammer. No lead jammer. This is going to go the full 2.
We got 2 good jammers skating really hard, so I don't think the 2 minutes is going to take them down.
20 seconds to go. Blocking with the head being called on, I believe, on the jammer again.
It's a lot of penalties. Yeah, yeah. Evil Mary.
So Evil Mary sitting on just 2. It only takes 4 now to foul out of these shorter games.
Really? Four
penalties? Yep.
Oh.
We've seen a whole slew of foul outs already. That jam comes to an end. 14-0 for Skate of Emergency. What a performance for her.
Yeah, it scores up 63-30 in favor of the Vipers.
Here's a little nerd tidbit for you. The first ever Toronto Junior Roller Derby skater to graduate into the senior ranks and play in the Fresh and Furious was Fight of the Concords, who now skates for the Smoke City Bandits.
I wish I had your knowledge. You know everything.
Well,
in the derby world.
I've been to this tournament a lot.
And Slashimi fights her way out. That was a good fight.
A power start, but all 4 defenders were on the track, making it hard off the start. Bangaroo and Blossom now leading the offense. Slashimi goes to the outside. Gets hit, though, just past turn 2.
That hurt to watch. Well, skater is down, so.
Yep.
And a penalty.
Oh, she did get the point for that, though.
Well, that skater went to the box, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. That skater did go to the box. So not only did that skater go out of bounds, she also went to the penalty box.
It's a little directional there. Maybe another call? No? Cutting.
Oh, yes. So Evil Mary, at least now with 3 penalties, all coming just in the last 2 jams. So something to watch as this game goes on. Slashimi through for an easy 5, and the Vipers here over the course of the last 3 minutes have really put this game, I'm not going to say out of reach, but it's getting there.
I have to say, I'm starting to have memories of what it's like when you first start playing. It's hard not to get cutting the track calls.
Yes.
You get a lot of cutting. A lot of cutting in the beginning.
And even now with the new rules, it makes it a little easier to readjust and reset and get away with it, but we still see a lot of it at this level.
Yeah.
Swarming offense met with a swarming defense, though, and Slashimi finally able to get through, but that was not easy over the first apex. But this jam continues. 24 points. I've seen as much of a 28-point jam today. Is Slashimi going to get through for one more pass? Only a few seconds left. She gets knocked to the inside. I don't think she's going to get all 4.
That was pretty good, though.
Waiting for the ref to put up that signal. I think it's at least 2, if not 3, for that point in the box. There it is, 3 points. So a 27-point jam for Slashimi.
Wow.
I'm tired just thinking about that. That's a lot of laps.
I want to see Windsor assault. Do a little assaulting here. Hopefully they'll pick up the game now.
a timeout called as the jam ref goes to confirm the amount of scoring passes, but I'm pretty sure we're short 3 on that final pass.
I think when the opposing team racks up a lot of points in one jam like that, it makes you want to come out fighting. You know, maybe we're not going to win this one, but we're not going to let them take it so easy, you know? So I have a feeling these blockers are going to step up their defense now.
And this would be the second loss. This would eliminate Windsor from the Fresh and the Furious tournament with the loss.
Derby Nerd's got his
confirm that.
bracket out here. And
well, they were playing in the bubble earlier.
So not my forte.
That's right. And we
I just rely on what he tells me.
They did lose to the Quebecoisie, 131-99, so this would be their second loss if the score stands as it does right now. And P-Cakes is going to try and make that happen. A nice move up on one leg.
Twirl out there. Yeah. That was cute. I like that.
You know, I mean, she didn't get a lot of skate time at the Gorgo Roller Girls this year, but just training, I think, in the Toronto House League, that level that you'll see at practice every day is such an advantage. Vonnegut's through.
Yeah, but P-Cake just called it off. All in vain.
Did get 4. It's just a time game right now for the Vipers. They try and hold on.
Vonnegut's had a good jam anyway. Yeah. He just looks pretty happy. Number 567 is jumping around there.
She got through. And it looks like Toronto might be calling an official review here. I can only speculate what that would be out. Maybe just trying to take a timeout. We'll see. You can see the Captain Roncesvallion, and which is one of my favorite names. I was talking about this earlier about how every year I come to Fresh and Furious and I expect the names to kind of fade away because people.
It's all been done.
Yeah, it's all been done. But every year I just see better and better names.
And it's good when the name brings out your personality. It's like that's the hood Roncesvallion lives in, right?
Yeah.
If anybody's from Toronto, you know, it's Roncesvalles is the area.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd probably be unpronounceable to anyone from outside of Toronto. Like, what?
What's a Roncesvallion?
Ronkess?
I sometimes call her Raunchy Villain.
Raunchy, yeah. And the 504, just to get even more Toronto specific, is the streetcar that runs exclusively up and down Roncesvalles. So, again, if you're not from Toronto, probably missing all of the nuances of those calls. But there are a lot of names like that throughout. I'm sure that everyone's getting the Windsor A-Salt, right? Windsor Salt is a big brand of salt in this country. But yeah, the punny names just keep getting punnier every year, remarkably. There used to be, as you know, it was called Two Evils, which was a database of all the names in Derby.
It's probably still up, right?
but it hasn't been updated in years. And there was a time it was started when there was only something like 30 teams in the world.
The list got too long.
Yeah,
too long.
And
as the internet.
Exactly. As the sport expanded and started to realize that maybe it doesn't matter if there's a House League skater in Sydney, Australia with the same name as a House League skater from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Maybe that's okay.
Well, we do have a few gnarly Quins.
Yeah, exactly.
And a gnarly Sin.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter anymore.
We had 2 freight trains there briefly skating at the WFTDA Division 1 level, so in the same division as well. It's okay. People point out all the time that in hockey, for example, you have skaters with the same names. Mm-hmm. Mike Smith, for example, isn't going to change his name, so he doesn't have the same name as the other Mike Smith.
Your real name, yes. Yeah. I don't have that problem. Candy Sass is my real name, and nobody else seems to skate under it, so not an issue.
People have been calling me a nerd my whole life. I assume it's my real name as well. Maybe I have another one I've just forgotten. So again, you are watching Fresh and Furious 2017. I'm the Derby Nerd here with Candy Sass, if we didn't just give that away.
Yeah.
Toronto Vipers, we are in the consolation bracket. So Toronto Vipers up 94-30 right now, looking to advance in this tournament. A really long official review.
Is this legal? Is this timeout legal?
Well,
we have more games to play.
Yeah, the explanation is just taking a long time. Next game will be here at 2:40. We're just roughly about on time right now. And as long as this official review doesn't extend too much further beyond this 3 minutes, it's already gone.
You did have enough time to run for another Mill Street beer.
That's right.
We missed it. unfortunately. That was a beer moment.
Refs now conferring once again.
It almost looks like both teams are starting to just hang out with each other on the track. It's like
So I've been giving out tidbits of history all day, and just a reminder, this is the 8th edition, if you count the 2008 Virgin Suicides Brawl, which was a 16 round-robin style tournament won by the Death Row Dames in a thrilling 21-20 victory over the Slaughter Daughters.
Oh yeah, my home Hammer City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Which
the
is
old,
now Hammer City Roller Derby.
that's right.
They've updated their name.
As many leagues have done, as we've seen Tri-City do as well locally.
They're not here though, are they?
No.
Are any other skaters on one of these merged teams?
Not explicitly, but some could have snuck in.
Yeah. I don't know.
But the Death Row Dames were Hammer City's 3rd roller derby team. Now defunct.
Yeah, that was started by MC, Miscarriage.
Oh, yeah.
Headed that team when they first started up.
That's right. It was after the fall of
And
the
she's
Steeltown
still
Tank Girls.
playing.
She's still playing.
with Hammer City.
Yep. One of the few remaining veterans from 2006, along with Mia Culprit, Boxcar, both in Toronto, still around.
I don't know if you noticed, but Skate of Emergency just
Yep.
skated out again.
Oh, yeah, that official review ended. I had been lulled into forgetting that we were actually in the middle of a derby game.
You got all nerdy on me.
So the official review is over.
Ooh, defense tried really hard there, but got taken out by Blossom. Blossom took out the defense.
If that's all it takes. 2.5 to go now. Toronto with the lead jammer status and a big lead, just looking to work the clock.
Oh, we got Vonnegut's 5, 6, 7 back in there.
And again, just that, Blossom with a huge hit.
That's not going to take her down. I
Ouch.
see so much jumpy happiness out of this jammer. Nothing's going to bring that one down. I can't see it happening.
And I loved
after
FDI.
hit.
Blossom's teammate couldn't help but smile widely after that hit. Skate of Emergency, just that ability to use the whole track to move laterally. And a lot of these skaters just don't have the experience to keep up with that, know how to work the edges of their wheels.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Oh, darn.
And Skate, I don't know how many years she skated with Toronto Junior Roller Derby, but
I
quite a
told you
few.
so. Vonneguts is out. See? Nothing's going to hold that little jammer down.
She is
No
scrappy.
Yeah.
Vonna gets through, no points, but did force the call off, stopped the run at 14, so Toronto now in control. 108-30 with 1:20 left.
I wonder who's going to win this one.
With a maximum 2 jams remaining, it would take an unbelievably intense record-setting jam.
I can't wait to see it. I'm going to say I told you so.
82 points.
Ooh, I thought maybe Crowbar was going to get out there.
Gorge with a nice hit, and that bought enough time for Slashimi to get through and pick up lead jammer status, so Toronto now in control of this jam as well.
That was 2 blockers, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they could play it out if they wanted to.
Oh.
Crowbar getting eased out at turn 1.
Drawn back. Sashimi back on the inside line again, jumped through the apex.
And she did call it off, so Toronto.
That was a good call, too.
Yep.
Considering the jammer was right in the back there.
Now there's under 30 seconds left, so unless a team calls a timeout, that will be our final jam of this game. I don't see why Toronto would want to call a timeout, so I guess it's going to be up for Windsor to see if they want to get another jam in. Their day is done, sadly, for those Windsor fans out there. Back-to-back losses for Windsor Assault. Tough matchups, though,
Yeah.
against Le Québécois.
Well, considering the last game with Vipers and Smash Squad.
Yeah.
Remember how close that was. Yeah,
And
this is a different game altogether.
Absolutely. And Toronto, I'm sure, happy for an easier game after an incredibly heartbreaking loss to the Smash Squad early on. And the game clock has ended. The teams don't seem to be aware of that, but the referee crew does. The game has ended. And there it is, the official call. Windsor Assault. Seem a little anticlimactic, the ending.
Yeah. Well, let's make it exciting. The win for TORD Vipers, 115. Windsor Assault, 31. let's hear it for both teams because there are no losers.
That's right. All right, so we are going to take a quick break. Looks like we're roughly on track here in Ted Reeve Arena. Next game is scheduled in 11 minutes. It'll probably be closer to 13 or 14 when teams get their warm-ups done. So Toronto Roller to be moving on. Windsor Assault, the first team to be officially eliminated from contention here at Fresh and Furious 2015. Candy Sass, final thoughts. What do you think about this Toronto team? How do they look moving forward in this tournament?
2015?
Sorry?
Did you just say 15?
Did I? I could have. I could have.
FNF Derby 2017.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just hearing things.
I could have. I very well could have done that. But yeah, Toronto looking good moving forward in the tournament.
Yes, looking good.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for Candy Sass. I'm the Derby Nerd. Thank you, and continue to tune in all day here at layer9.ca and watch Fresh and Furious 2017.
Thank you, Derby Nerd. Ciao.